Imagine if every bite of food you eat could either build disease or fight it. Now, what if I told you that certain foods have the power to heal your body from the inside out, reduce inflammation, and even cut off the blood supply that cancer cells desperately need to grow? We live in a time where medicine has advanced more than ever before, yet the secret to preventing and even reversing many diseases still lies right on our plate. Chronic inflammation is at the root of conditions like heart disease, arthritis, Alzheimer's, and cancer. But here's the exciting part. Science now shows that food is not just fuel, it's medicine. Certain natural foods contain powerful compounds that work with your body to repair damage, stop inflammation in its tracks, and literally starve cancer cells by cutting off their blood supply through a process called angiogenesis. In this talk, I'm going to share with you 6 powerful foods that have been proven to heal the body, restore balance, and fight disease. And by the end, you'll not only know what these foods are, you'll understand exactly why adding them to your daily routine can transform your health, protect you against cancer, and help you live stronger for longer. When we think about something as simple as a cup of tea, we rarely pause to imagine the immense biological power it carries. Green tea, in particular, is far more than a calming beverage or a cultural tradition. It is a scientifically validated medicine that works quietly within the body, influencing health at a cellular level. For centuries, people across Asia have consumed green tea not just as part of their daily rituals, but also as a way to strengthen the body and promote longevity. Modern science now confirms what ancient wisdom always suspected. The compounds in green tea, especially a powerful one called epigallocatechin gallate or EGCG, can actually suppress disease, regulate inflammation, and starve cancer cells by cutting off their lifeline. Cancer, after all, cannot grow beyond the size of a pinpoint without recruiting new blood vessels to feed it, a process called angiogenesis. Green tea directly interferes with this process, depriving tumors of the oxygen and nutrients they desperately seek, making it one of nature's most remarkable anti-cancer agents. What makes green tea so extraordinary is its versatility in how it influences health. EGCG and other catechins within green tea are polyphenols, a class of natural antioxidants that neutralize free radicals in the body. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes, accelerating inflammation and contributing to the development of cancer. By mopping up these free radicals, green tea prevents oxidative stress, a key driver of aging and chronic disease. But beyond this protective effect, EGCG also communicates with our genes and cellular signaling pathways. Research shows it can suppress cancer-promoting genes while activating those that support repair and immunity. This dual action, both protecting and repairing, makes green tea an ally not only for cancer prevention, but also for overall resilience of the body. One fascinating aspect of green tea's anti-cancer power lies in how it targets blood vessels. Tumors are cunning. Once they form, they secrete signals to stimulate the growth of new blood vessels, ensuring they have a steady supply of nutrients. This is the foundation of angiogenesis. Scientists studying green tea discovered that EGCG interferes with these signals, preventing the sprouting of blood vessels that feed cancer. Imagine a growing weed that suddenly has no access to water. It shrivels and dies. That's precisely what green tea can do to cancer cells, starve them by cutting off their nourishment, all while leaving healthy cells unharmed. This level of selectivity is something modern medicine often struggles with, yet nature, through green tea, offers it seamlessly. Studies across the world have consistently confirmed these effects. In Japan, where green tea consumption is widespread, research has linked higher intake of green tea with reduced risk of breast, prostate, and colorectal cancers. Laboratory experiments show that cancer cells exposed to EGCG not only fail to thrive, but in some cases, they undergo apoptosis, a form of programmed cell death. Unlike chemotherapy, which often harms healthy tissue in the process of destroying cancer cells, EGCG seems to act with precision, aiming its effects at abnormal cells while supporting normal physiological functions. This is why green tea has been referred to as a functional beverage, because it functions beyond hydration, becoming a therapeutic agent hidden in plain sight. Beyond its direct anti-cancer properties, green tea exerts a profound influence on inflammation, one of the root causes of almost every chronic disease. Persistent inflammation creates an environment where cancer cells can thrive, almost like fertile soil waiting for weeds to grow. By lowering inflammatory markers in the blood, green tea helps restore balance to the immune system, calming an overactive response that can otherwise fuel disease. In fact, people who regularly consume green tea show lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of systemic inflammation. This suggests that the daily habit of sipping green tea is not just soothing for the mind, but is actively reshaping the biochemistry of the body in ways that reduce disease risk and enhance repair. The beauty of green tea is also in its accessibility. Unlike rare herbs or costly supplements, it is widely available and simple to incorporate into daily life. Drinking 2 to 3 cups a day is enough to confer measurable health benefits, with studies showing that the concentration of catechins in the bloodstream rises significantly even after one serving. Hot green tea delivers the highest amount of EGCG, though iced versions retain many of the benefits as well. What is important is consistency, making it part of your daily rhythm so the protective compounds are continuously circulating through your body, safeguarding your cells, tissues, and organs. Some researchers have even suggested combining green tea with other anti-inflammatory foods, such as turmeric or citrus, to amplify its effects. The addition of lemon juice, for example, enhances the stability of catechins and boosts their absorption in the digestive system, allowing your body to harness more of the healing potential from each cup. When we talk about the healing power of foods, tomatoes deserve a place at the very top of the list. What makes this everyday fruit so remarkable is its concentration of a unique natural compound called lycopene, a pigment that gives tomatoes their vibrant red color. Lycopene is not just responsible for appearance. It is one of the most potent antioxidants known to science, and it works inside the body to combat free radicals, reduce inflammation, and lower the risk of many cancers. Unlike vitamins or minerals that are needed in small amounts, lycopene functions as a large-scale defender of your cells. It embeds itself in the membranes of cells and acts like a shield, protecting them from oxidative stress that can cause mutations and trigger cancerous growths. This protective property is why populations that consume diets rich in tomatoes and tomato-based products consistently show lower rates of certain cancers, particularly prostate, lung, and stomach cancers. One of the most fascinating aspects of lycopene is how it interacts with the body's angiogenesis system. Just like with green tea's catechins, lycopene has been shown to interfere with the signals that tumors send out to create new blood vessels. This is a critical factor in cancer development because without a blood supply, cancer cannot grow beyond a pinpoint. By reducing angiogenesis, lycopene essentially starves potential tumors, slowing their development and preventing them from becoming aggressive. Studies conducted in men with high risk of prostate cancer revealed that those who consumed more tomato products had significantly lower chances of developing advanced disease, largely because of lycopene's ability to cut off cancer's lifeline. What makes this even more compelling is that lycopene does this without harming normal, healthy cells, which sets it apart from many modern treatments. Tomatoes also stand out because the way they are prepared actually enhances their cancer-fighting properties. Unlike many foods where cooking reduces the nutrient content, cooking tomatoes unlocks more lycopene and makes it easier for the body to absorb. This is due to the breakdown of cell walls during cooking, which releases lycopene and makes it bioavailable. Tomato sauces, soups, and even ketchup can be excellent sources of this compound. When combined with a healthy fat like olive oil, the absorption of lycopene increases even further because it is fat-soluble. This means that a simple meal like a tomato salad drizzled with extra virgin olive oil or a plate of pasta with tomato sauce can deliver a powerful medicinal effect, far beyond what most people realize when they sit down to eat. The synergy between food preparation, absorption, and health benefit highlights how nature has designed food to be both nourishing and healing. Beyond its role in fighting cancer, lycopene exerts a strong anti-inflammatory effect throughout the body. Chronic inflammation is the silent driver of many conditions, including heart disease, arthritis, and neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's. Lycopene reduces inflammatory molecules such as interleukin 6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha, which are overproduced in states of chronic inflammation. This calming effect helps restore balance to the immune system, keeping it active enough to fight off infections and abnormal cells, but not so overactive that it begins to damage healthy tissue. As a result, people who consume diets rich in tomatoes often have lower markers of systemic inflammation in their blood, and their risk of developing chronic diseases is markedly reduced. This is another example of how the food on our plate can directly shape the inner chemistry of our bodies in ways that medicines often struggle to replicate. Interestingly, lycopene does not act alone. Tomatoes also contain a constellation of other compounds: beta-carotene, lutein, vitamin C, potassium, and flavonoids that work together with lycopene to enhance its effects. Scientists call this food synergy, where the combined effect of nutrients is greater than the sum of each one individually. This is why whole foods like tomatoes can often outperform isolated supplements. Lycopene taken as a pill may deliver some benefits, but when consumed in the context of the whole tomato with all of its natural partners, its power multiplies. This synergistic effect explains why cultures with tomato-rich diets, like those in the Mediterranean region, enjoy longer lives and lower disease rates, not just from one nutrient, but from the orchestra of protective compounds working together. Another fascinating area of research has linked lycopene to cardiovascular protection. Since the same process of oxidative stress and inflammation that fuels cancer also damages blood vessels, lycopene provides a double benefit. It reduces the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which is one of the first steps in the formation of arterial plaque. At the same time, it improves the flexibility of blood vessels, reducing stiffness and lowering blood pressure. These effects combine to make tomatoes and tomato-based products powerful allies for heart health, as well as cancer prevention. It's remarkable to think that such a simple fruit can exert such wide-ranging effects, influencing two of the most feared diseases of our time. Tomatoes are also among the most versatile foods in the kitchen. They can be eaten raw in salads, blended into sauces, simmered in soups, roasted to bring out their sweetness, or even dried for concentrated flavor. Each method of preparation offers unique benefits, but cooked and processed forms like tomato paste or sauce deliver the highest concentrations of bioavailable lycopene. This makes them not just delicious, but medicinal. When consumed regularly, they ensure that your body is continuously supplied with these protective compounds, creating a consistent barrier against inflammation and abnormal cell growth. In this way, tomatoes are not just part of a meal. They are part of a long-term health strategy, quietly protecting your cells every single day. Among the countless spices that exist in the world, few have earned as much scientific attention and historical reverence as turmeric. Known for its deep golden color and warm, earthy flavor, turmeric has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine across India, China, and the Middle East. For centuries, it has been celebrated not just as a culinary ingredient, but as a healing agent, applied to wounds, consumed to strengthen the immune system, and used as a natural remedy for pain and inflammation. Modern science has now uncovered the truth behind this ancient wisdom, revealing that turmeric's most active compound, curcumin, is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer agents ever studied. What makes curcumin extraordinary is its ability to interact with countless pathways in the human body simultaneously, switching off those that drive disease while turning on those that support healing and repair. Inflammation, while necessary in small doses to protect us against injury and infection, becomes destructive when it lingers for too long. Chronic inflammation fuels some of the deadliest diseases of our time: cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, and autoimmune conditions. Curcumin acts like a master regulator of inflammation. It blocks the activity of nuclear factor kappa B, a protein complex that serves as a master switch for inflammation in the body. By turning down this switch, curcumin reduces the overproduction of inflammatory molecules, calming tissues, and restoring balance to the immune system. Unlike pharmaceutical drugs that often target just one pathway, curcumin works on multiple inflammatory processes at once, which is why its effects are so profound and wide-reaching. What sets turmeric apart in the fight against cancer is curcumin's unique ability to interfere with the very life cycle of cancer cells. Studies show that curcumin can induce apoptosis, a form of programmed cell death in cancer cells, without harming normal cells. It also interferes with angiogenesis, the process by which tumors grow new blood vessels to feed themselves. Without this blood supply, cancer cells are starved of nutrients and oxygen, slowing their growth and preventing them from spreading. Curcumin has demonstrated this anti-cancer potential in a wide range of laboratory and clinical studies, from breast and prostate cancers to colon and pancreatic cancers. The fact that a natural compound from a kitchen spice can exert such sophisticated anti-cancer effects continues to astonish researchers and provides hope for more natural, integrative approaches to disease prevention. Another fascinating property of turmeric is its role in protecting the brain. Curcumin crosses the blood-brain barrier, something very few compounds can do, and once inside, it reduces neuroinflammation, protects neurons from oxidative damage, and even promotes the growth of new brain cells by boosting levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Low levels of BDNF are linked to Alzheimer's disease, depression, and cognitive decline. By supporting brain plasticity and repair, curcumin may help maintain memory, focus, and overall brain function as we age. In countries where turmeric consumption is high, rates of Alzheimer's disease are significantly lower, suggesting a real-world example of how diet shapes long-term brain health. One challenge with turmeric, however, is that curcumin on its own is not easily absorbed by the body. This is why traditional cooking methods often paired turmeric with other ingredients that enhance its bioavailability. The most well-known enhancer is black pepper, which contains a compound called piperine. Piperine has been shown to increase the absorption of curcumin by as much as 2,000%, making this combination a powerful example of how nature designed foods to work synergistically. Similarly, consuming turmeric with healthy fats, such as olive oil or coconut milk, further improves its absorption, allowing more curcumin to enter the bloodstream and deliver its healing effects. This explains why turmeric-based curries, which combine spices, pepper, and fats, have been used for centuries as both food and medicine. Beyond its cancer-fighting and brain-protecting properties, turmeric also supports cardiovascular health. Curcumin improves the function of the endothelium, the thin layer of cells that line blood vessels, helping them relax and regulate blood pressure. It also reduces the oxidation of cholesterol, preventing the buildup of arterial plaque that can lead to heart attacks and strokes. In clinical studies, curcumin has been shown to be as effective as some prescription medications in improving endothelial function, without the side effects that often accompany pharmaceuticals. These findings further highlight turmeric's role as a holistic protector of the body, influencing not just one system, but multiple interconnected ones. Turmeric's benefits extend to joint health as well. For people suffering from arthritis, curcumin has been shown to reduce pain, stiffness, and swelling by calming inflammation in the joints. In fact, in some studies, curcumin performed just as well as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, but with fewer side effects. This makes turmeric an especially valuable option for older adults who experience chronic joint pain and want a more natural approach to relief. Its use as a daily supplement or as part of meals can gradually restore mobility, reduce discomfort, and improve quality of life in a way that is both sustainable and safe. Perhaps the most remarkable quality of turmeric is its accessibility and versatility. It can be incorporated into the diet in countless ways, sprinkled onto roasted vegetables, blended into smoothies, stirred into soups, or steeped into golden milk, a traditional warm beverage made with turmeric, milk, black pepper, and honey. Each preparation delivers curcumin in a slightly different form, offering flexibility for daily use. Unlike many medicinal compounds that require extraction and processing, turmeric in its natural form carries incredible healing power. And when combined with other anti-inflammatory and antioxidant foods, its effects are amplified, demonstrating once again that food is not just sustenance, but medicine hidden in plain sight. Blueberries may look small and unassuming, but inside these tiny fruits lies a powerhouse of health-promoting compounds that science has only begun to fully appreciate. Their deep blue and purple color is the visible sign of their richness in anthocyanins, a group of potent antioxidants that protect the body at the cellular level. Unlike ordinary antioxidants that neutralize a few free radicals here and there, anthocyanins seem to have a broader range of action, influencing cell signaling pathways, reducing inflammation, and even altering gene expression. This makes blueberries not just a fruit to enjoy in the summer, but a daily defense system against some of the most common and devastating diseases we face, including cancer, cardiovascular disease, and neurodegenerative disorders. The power of blueberries comes not from one single nutrient, but from an orchestra of phytochemicals, anthocyanins, flavonoids, vitamin C, fiber, and polyphenols, all working together to protect and repair the body. One of the most striking benefits of blueberries is their ability to fight oxidative stress, a process that occurs when harmful free radicals overwhelm the body's natural defenses. Free radicals damage DNA, proteins, and fats in the body, leading to accelerated aging and the development of disease. Blueberries are uniquely equipped to neutralize these free radicals, not only by supplying antioxidants, but also by stimulating the body to produce more of its own natural defenses. This dual action creates a shield against damage, protecting vital organs and reducing the risk of cancer. Cancer cells thrive in an environment of oxidative stress, but when anthocyanins and other blueberry compounds are present, they disrupt this environment, slowing the growth of abnormal cells and, in some cases, triggering apoptosis, the self-destruction of damaged cells. This is why blueberries have been studied in relation to cancers of the breast, colon, and prostate, where they demonstrate a consistent ability to reduce tumor growth and block the spread of cancer cells. The impact of blueberries on inflammation is equally impressive. Chronic inflammation is a silent driver of many health problems, including arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Blueberries help to dampen inflammatory processes by reducing the activity of pro-inflammatory molecules such as cytokines and interleukins. In clinical studies, people who consumed blueberries regularly showed lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation in the blood. What makes this effect remarkable is that it can be achieved with simple, consistent dietary inclusion. Just a handful of blueberries a day can shift inflammatory markers in a favorable direction. This anti-inflammatory effect not only protects against long-term diseases, but also supports recovery after physical stress, such as exercise, by reducing muscle soreness and accelerating healing. Beyond their role in reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, blueberries have profound effects on vascular health. The anthocyanins in blueberries improve endothelial function, which is the ability of blood vessels to relax and regulate circulation. Poor endothelial function is one of the earliest signs of cardiovascular disease, and blueberries work to restore this balance, lowering blood pressure and improving circulation. They also reduce the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, a critical step in the formation of arterial plaque. By protecting the blood vessels and improving their flexibility, blueberries help maintain a strong cardiovascular system, reducing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. This connection between blueberries and heart health is so strong that even short-term studies show improvements in blood vessel function after just weeks of daily blueberry consumption. One of the most exciting areas of blueberry research is its impact on the brain. As we age, our brains are vulnerable to oxidative stress and inflammation, which contribute to memory loss, cognitive decline, and neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Blueberries have been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, delivering antioxidants directly into brain tissue. Once there, they improve communication between neurons, enhance plasticity, and increase levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein essential for learning and memory. In both animal and human studies, regular blueberry consumption has been linked to improvements in memory, focus, and overall cognitive performance. Older adults who consumed blueberries daily showed slower rates of cognitive decline compared to those who did not, highlighting the protective role these tiny fruits play in maintaining brain health. Blueberries also contribute to metabolic health, making them valuable allies in the fight against diabetes and obesity. Their fiber content helps regulate blood sugar by slowing the absorption of glucose, while anthocyanins improve insulin sensitivity, allowing the body to use sugar more efficiently. Studies have found that people who regularly eat blueberries have lower risks of developing type 2 diabetes, and for those who already have it, blueberries can help improve glucose control. This effect extends to weight management as well, since blueberries are low in calories but high in fiber and nutrients, making them a nutrient-dense food that supports satiety and prevents overeating. The versatility of blueberries makes it easy to incorporate them into daily life. They can be eaten fresh by the handful, blended into smoothies, sprinkled over oatmeal or yogurt, baked into wholesome desserts, or even frozen for year-round use. Unlike many fruits, freezing blueberries does not significantly diminish their antioxidant content, meaning you can enjoy their benefits in every season. Even blueberry powder and extracts retain much of the bioactive compounds, providing options for people who want to add them to drinks or recipes in concentrated form. This accessibility ensures that nearly anyone can take advantage of their protective effects, regardless of lifestyle or dietary preference. What makes blueberries so extraordinary is that they offer protection across multiple systems of the body simultaneously, fighting cancer cells, calming inflammation, protecting the heart, strengthening the brain, and improving metabolic function. Few foods can claim such a broad spectrum of benefits packed into such a small package, and this is why they truly deserve the title of tiny fruits with massive power. When it comes to foods that not only nourish, but also actively cleanse and protect the body, cruciferous vegetables stand in a category of their own. This remarkable family of vegetables includes broccoli, kale, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, bok choy, and arugula, all of which share a distinctive sharpness or peppery flavor that comes from their unique bioactive compounds. What makes cruciferous vegetables so extraordinary is their concentration of natural chemicals called glucosinolates, which, when broken down during chewing and digestion, form powerful compounds like sulforaphane, indole-3-carbinol, and isothiocyanates. These are not ordinary nutrients, they are detoxifiers at the cellular level, working to neutralize toxins, deactivate carcinogens, and even switch on the body's own protective genes. For decades, researchers have studied populations with high intake of cruciferous vegetables, and time again, they have found lower risks of cancer, reduced inflammation, and improved overall resilience against disease. One of the most fascinating actions of cruciferous vegetables lies in how they support the body's detoxification system. Sulforaphane, on the other hand, not only reduces inflammation, but also targets cancer stem cells, the very cells responsible for initiating tumors and making them resistant to treatment. In laboratory studies, sulforaphane has been shown to inhibit the growth of a wide variety of cancers, including colon, lung, pancreatic, and prostate cancers. What makes these findings powerful is that they come not from exotic supplements, but from everyday vegetables that can be prepared in countless delicious ways and consumed as part of normal meals. Cruciferous vegetables also exert an extraordinary effect on epigenetics, the way our genes are expressed. While we inherit our genes from our parents, the environment, including what we eat, can influence how those genes are turned on or off. Compounds in cruciferous vegetables have been shown to activate tumor suppressor genes while silencing those that promote cancer growth. This means that simply by eating these vegetables, we can influence genetic activity in ways that protect our health. Few foods offer this level of impact, showing how nutrition reaches far beyond calories and vitamins, shaping the very blueprint of our biology. Another key benefit of cruciferous vegetables is their role in reducing chronic inflammation, which is now understood to be a common thread running through most chronic diseases. The phytochemicals in these vegetables interfere with inflammatory signaling pathways, reducing the production of cytokines and other pro-inflammatory molecules. This not only protects against cancer, but also benefits conditions such as cardiovascular disease, arthritis, and autoimmune disorders. Studies have shown that people who consume more cruciferous vegetables have lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood, highlighting how diet can calm the immune system and restore balance without the need for drugs. Cardiovascular health also benefits greatly from cruciferous vegetables. Sulforaphane and related compounds improve blood vessel function, reduce oxidative stress, and prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which is one of the first steps in the development of atherosclerosis. By keeping the arteries flexible and clean, cruciferous vegetables lower the risk of heart disease and stroke. Their fiber content further supports this by reducing cholesterol levels and aiding in healthy digestion. What is remarkable is that these benefits appear at relatively modest levels of intake. Just a few servings per week can make a measurable difference in heart health markers. Cruciferous vegetables are also particularly supportive of the gut microbiome, the community of trillions of bacteria living in our intestines that plays a central role in immunity, metabolism, and even mental health. The fiber and phytochemicals in cruciferous vegetables serve as fuel for beneficial bacteria, helping them thrive and outcompete harmful microbes. In turn, these bacteria ferment the fiber to produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which reduce inflammation in the gut lining, protect against colon cancer, and improve insulin sensitivity. This symbiotic relationship between cruciferous vegetables and the microbiome amplifies their healing power, making them essential for long-term health and disease prevention. What makes cruciferous vegetables especially practical is their versatility. They can be eaten raw, lightly steamed, roasted, sautéed, or fermented into foods like sauerkraut and kimchi, which add the additional benefits of probiotics. Interestingly, the preparation method can influence the levels of active compounds. For example, light steaming preserves the highest amounts of sulforaphane, while overcooking can reduce its potency. Eating them raw, such as in salads or slaws, retains their full detoxifying capacity. Even broccoli sprouts, the young shoots of broccoli, contain concentrations of sulforaphane up to 20 times higher than mature broccoli, making them one of the most potent detoxifying foods on the planet. Incorporating a variety of these vegetables in different forms ensures a steady supply of their protective compounds, providing ongoing defense against toxins, inflammation, and abnormal cell growth. For centuries, extra virgin olive oil has been called liquid gold, not only for its rich, golden green hue and luxurious flavor, but for its extraordinary ability to protect, heal, and strengthen the human body. It is the foundation of the Mediterranean diet, a way of eating consistently linked to long life, reduced risk of chronic disease, and overall vitality. Unlike ordinary oils stripped of their nutrients through refining, extra virgin olive oil is obtained through the simple mechanical pressing of olives, preserving its natural antioxidants, polyphenols, and healthy fats. These compounds work together to deliver a wide spectrum of health benefits that reach far beyond the cardiovascular system, extending to cancer prevention, brain function, inflammation control, and even protection at the cellular level. What makes extra virgin olive oil truly unique is not only the richness of its nutrients, but the way they interact synergistically, amplifying one another to create a powerful defense network within the body. One of the most important qualities of extra virgin olive oil is its abundance of polyphenols, plant-based compounds with strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. These include hydroxytyrosol, oleuropein, and tyrosol, which directly neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage DNA, proteins, and cell membranes, contributing to aging and disease development. By reducing oxidative stress, olive oil protects the integrity of cells, prevents mutations that could lead to cancer, and maintains the stability of blood vessels and tissues. What makes these polyphenols so remarkable is that they are not found in refined olive oils, only in extra virgin varieties, which is why quality and purity matter so much when choosing olive oil for health. Cardiovascular health is perhaps the most famous benefit of extra virgin olive oil, and the evidence supporting it is profound. The polyphenols in olive oil improve the function of the endothelium, the delicate inner lining of blood vessels that regulates circulation, blood pressure, and clotting. When the endothelium is damaged, arteries become stiff and plaque begins to form, leading to heart disease and stroke. Olive oil restores flexibility to these blood vessels, improves blood flow, and reduces arterial stiffness, lowering the risk of hypertension. Additionally, the monounsaturated fats in olive oil, primarily oleic acid, lower levels of LDL cholesterol while raising protective HDL cholesterol. These effects combine to make olive oil a natural shield for the heart, which is why populations that consume it daily, such as those in Greece, Italy, and Spain, experience significantly lower rates of heart disease compared to countries where olive oil consumption is low. But the benefits of olive oil do not stop at the heart. Research shows that olive oil also exerts powerful anti-cancer effects. Polyphenols like oleocanthal have been shown to induce apoptosis in cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. Oleocanthal also disrupts enzymes that cancer cells use to spread. They reduce the production of pro-inflammatory enzymes and cytokines, calming the immune system and restoring balance. People who consume olive oil regularly show lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood, suggesting that daily use can reprogram the body's inflammatory response toward healing rather than harm. The brain also benefits enormously from olive oil. The monounsaturated fats in olive oil provide a stable source of energy for brain cells, while the antioxidants protect neurons from oxidative stress and inflammation, two key drivers of cognitive decline. Studies have shown that olive oil consumption is linked to improved memory, focus, and overall cognitive performance. In populations that follow the Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes olive oil as the primary fat, rates of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia are significantly lower. Olive oil also supports the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein essential for the survival and growth of neurons, ensuring that the brain remains sharp and resilient well into old age. Olive oil further supports metabolic health, making it especially valuable in the prevention and management of type 2 diabetes. Its healthy fats improve insulin sensitivity, helping the body use glucose more effectively, while its polyphenols reduce inflammation in fat tissue, a major source of insulin resistance. People who consume olive oil regularly have been found to have better blood sugar control and a reduced risk of developing diabetes. These effects are magnified when olive oil replaces less healthy fats, such as butter or processed seed oils, in the diet. Another unique quality of extra virgin olive oil is how versatile and accessible it is for daily use. It can be drizzled over salads, used as a base for cooking, blended into dips, or even enjoyed as a simple spoonful each day. Unlike many health promoting foods that require special preparation or supplements, olive oil integrates seamlessly into ordinary meals, transforming them into powerful medicine without altering traditions or routines. Even small amounts, when consumed consistently, deliver measurable benefits, but larger amounts, such as the 3 to 4 tablespoons per day commonly consumed in Mediterranean cultures, seem to provide the greatest protection. The flavor, aroma, and richness of olive oil make it not just a medicine for the body, but also a pleasure for the senses, ensuring that health and enjoyment coexist in every drop.